I think there's so many fucking powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
You ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
Joe Rogan and 50 Cent just cracked open another wave of controversy. With everything already unfolding around Diddy, they're now hinting that several other big-name celebrities could soon find themselves in serious trouble. The way they're speaking has people convinced the fallout is only beginning. As everyone knows, Diddy has already been sentenced to 4 years in prison after being convicted on 2 lesser charges out of the 5 he was facing under Judge Arun Subramanian. But despite the sentence, the case is far from finished. Now, Joe Rogan and 50 Cent are openly calling out people who were closely connected to Diddy, suggesting some of them could be next. And the first name they mentioned was Meek Mill. That didn't surprise many, considering how closely Meek once moved with Diddy. Back when Diddy's image was still intact, Meek was always right there, partying, smiling, and sharing the spotlight. But once the charges dropped and the RICO rumors started swirling, Meek appeared to distance himself fast, acting as if he barely knew the man. People remember when he took to X, speaking aggressively and claiming he had no connection to what Diddy was being accused of, saying his powerful voice as a black man from the trenches made him a target. While the words sounded confident, many took them as panic, an attempt to get ahead of whatever might come next. After Diddy was sentenced, Meek doubled down, insisting he had nothing to do with the alleged private mansion parties and accusing blogs of dragging his name into scandals he knew nothing about. The problem is, the past hasn't been forgotten. Anyone who remembers the extravagant 27th birthday party Diddy threw for Meek in Las Vegas understands why questions keep resurfacing. Diddy reportedly rented out a Parisian-style mansion, spent tens of thousands on the venue alone, coordinated matching outfits, over-the-top entrances, lingerie dancers, and even a controversial sushi display on a nude model. By the end of the night, the scene was described as pure chaos. Broken bottles, stained sheets, and drugs scattered throughout the mansion. When leaked audio later surfaced, allegedly involving both men, it only intensified the scrutiny and made distancing from the past even harder.
What? Yo, wait a minute! Wait!
Meek dismissed the audio as fake, claiming it was AI-generated and pushed by bots meant to destroy his reputation. But that explanation didn't sit right with many people, especially after multiple insiders suggested the recording didn't come from the outside at all. According to those whispers, someone who was actually at the party hit record themselves, and that detail is what kept the rumors alive and the questions coming.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was.
Jaguar Wright later added even more fuel to the fire by claiming that Nicki Minaj allegedly paid a bodyguard to leak the audio. When Nicki eventually joked about Meek loving controversy, it only made people more suspicious, with many starting to question whether there was more behind the scenes than what was being said publicly.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was hell. Nicki put that out there. That Nikki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So,
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meek eventually snapped, even offering $100,000 to anyone who could investigate and prove the truth. Yet he never posted a single receipt or follow-up. At the same time, old footage resurfaced, including clips of Diddy referring to Meek as Daddy, which only poured more fuel on an already raging fire.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Justin only added to the noise by commenting, shaking my head, with a facepalm emoji when Meek tried to deny ever riding with Diddy while aligning himself with the so-called No Diddy crowd.
What's up? Yeah, y'all already know we playing out this real life. Real life. Yeah. You know Diddy gang, Meek Millie in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that Meek. Yeah, Meek.
After months of yelling and denial, Meek has now switched up the story. Instead of saying he was never around any of it, he's claiming he was present but never participated, that he stayed back, kept his distance, and just vibed. That's left fans confused and asking the real question, which version does Meek want people to believe? The one where he insists he was never there at all, or the one where he admits he was around the chaos, saw everything, but somehow wasn't involved in any of it? Either way, with rumors spreading that Diddy might start cooperating, the streets are buzzing louder than ever, and many believe Meek to be next to feel the fallout. Now another name is being thrown into the mix, Oprah, and this one has the entire timeline holding its breath. Word on the street is that she's being loosely tied to Diddy's alleged freak-off circles, and as shocking as that sounds, some people claim it fits with whispers that have followed her for years. Oprah's proximity to powerful, controversial figures isn't new. People still point to her close association with Harvey Weinstein long before his crimes became public, noting that many in Hollywood supposedly knew his reputation while she continued supporting his projects and appearing alongside him. Critics say that when survivors needed someone with her influence to speak up, her silence stood out, leading some to believe she protected the system instead of challenging it. Then there's the South Africa school controversy, a project she invested around $40 million into and promoted as part of her legacy. Not long after it opened, serious allegations surfaced, with multiple students claiming misconduct behind the scenes. The situation escalated when Virginia Makudo, a dorm matron at the school, was charged, further intensifying the scrutiny and keeping Oprah's name tangled in ongoing debate.
Prosecutors say former dorm matron Tina Virginia Makopo tried to kiss and fondle the girls. She's also accused of kicking and hitting some of them. Makopo pleaded innocent to 14 charges of indecent assault and criminal injury in South Africa.
Oprah flew in, fired several staff members, and broke down in tears on camera. But critics argued that the explanation never fully added up and left more questions than answers.
Was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my...
Now those old accusations are being pulled back into the spotlight, and the whispers are getting louder that Oprah may have known more than she ever admitted. Hollywood insiders are starting to talk as well, with both Jaguar Wright and Dr. Umar hinting that Oprah holds a deep, quiet kind of power, the kind that makes people think twice or not speak at all about crossing her.
Guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood?
Old clips and photos are resurfacing, showing Oprah alongside the same circles that were closely connected to Diddy at those private gatherings, leaving people questioning how deep her ties may really run. Another name now heating up the rumor mill is Stevie J, and this one has a lot of eyes watching. Anyone familiar with the culture knows Stevie and Diddy go way back, deeper than just rap. Stevie wasn't simply around, he played a major role in building Bad Boy, producing some of the label's biggest records during its peak. And when federal agents moved in on Diddy's mansion, Stevie was one of the first to speak out, standing firm and defending him like family.
You're hanging out with Diddy in his mansion in Miami, and Homeland Security rushes in while you're there.
While I'm there, dolo.
You're there by yourself.
Yeah. With the, he has some employees there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So suddenly there's red dots all over your shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
But lately, the whispers around Stevie have been getting heavier. Word on the street is that he was present at those so-called freak-offs too, right there in the same rooms where all the wild stories are said to have taken place. Lyrod's lawsuits even names him directly, alleging that Stevie helped line up women for those nights, essentially acting as a coordinator for Diddy. Behind the scenes, people keep talking about an alleged leaked clip that's supposedly circulating, showing Stevie caught up in the chaos himself. Still, while much of the industry has tried to create distance, Stevie remains outspoken, continuing to call Diddy his brother and standing firmly by his side as if nothing ever happened.
Hopefully the truth will prevail.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we got to just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop being there for someone I consider to be a friend to me.
As you should.
I'm not going to turn my back. And it's like, I've been scrutinized just by being a friend. I guess someone never had a true friend.
And that's got the streets asking, is Stevie's stance pure loyalty, or is he so tangled up he has no way out? Moving on to the next name stirring the pot, Ashton Kutcher. People have been giving him major side-eye lately. Videos surfaced of him laughing, dancing, and living it up at those notorious white freak-offs, looking like he had a front row seat to the entire spectacle. Then, when he was asked about it on Hot Ones, he froze, stumbled over his words, and that awkward pause spoke louder than any official statement ever could. Remember, too, how Ashton and Mila wrote glowing letters for Danny Masterson, a convicted sex offender. That move made people question the circles he was running in, ultimately leading him to step down from the organization he co-founded. Soon after, rumors began swirling about Diddy tapes, who appeared in them, and whether Ashton ever crossed the line. He insists he was just a guest, but the timeline has the streets asking just how deep his connection to Diddy really goes. Next up, Naomi Campbell, a name that keeps popping up whenever Diddy and Epstein are mentioned. Word on the street is that both men had private islands, and whispers never died about underage kids allegedly being brought in. Epstein's crimes are well documented, but now speculation has people asking if Diddy's islands were just as shady and which celebrities might have been involved. Naomi's name keeps coming up. Rumors claim she wasn't just attending. Allegedly, she played a deeper role, luring young girls and boys with promises of modeling deals, only for them to be trapped under NDAs and pushed into situations far from the runway. Some even suggest she acted as a madam, helping Diddy manage the pipeline. One online user summed it up bluntly. "She gives me major madam vibes, always has. I think she does it for favors, connections, money, and to keep working. Her career has never stalled, even through scandals, because of who she has in her back pocket." Adding more fuel, a resurfaced interview shows Naomi admitting she knew Epstein, though she claims she had no knowledge of his underage activities.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. I Can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them Diddy party stories. Man, that was like some weird memory.
Fans are side-eyeing Naomi hard, saying she's dodging accountability, especially given her deep ties to Diddy. One user commented, "She's lying, way too fidgety. She knew everything." Another pointed out that she worked with Save the Children, the same organization that reportedly lost 25% of its funding over the SA allegations. "Good cover, Nay," they wrote sarcastically. Rumors also suggest Diddy and Naomi dated in the early 2000s. She was seen at his infamous freak-offs, only to quietly remove him from Instagram once his scandals hit. Fans also haven't forgotten the time Diddy flew to London with Young Miami just to surprise Naomi with a cake celebrating her doctorate, a gesture that still keeps people talking.
Paper does manage to make it clear that you were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No.
So the streets are buzzing. If the feds dig deeper, just how tangled are Naomi and Diddy in all this? With all these names dropping, the questions only get heavier. Who's truly innocent and who's hiding in plain sight? How many more could be next to fall? Sound off in the comments. This story is far from over. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay on top of the latest celebrity drama and breaking scoops.